brothers and sisters, comrades, I have just been handed an opinion directive direct from Hillary's Information Commissariat to read to you about our great leader, Hillary Clinton, why you should vote for her on Tuesday, and how to change the minds of those still believing in that challenger to Hillary's great 50-year plan, Donald Trump. This opinion piece and directive will give you the tools. Now, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. You hear only the sound of my voice. Why don't you pass the time by playing a little solitaire? Repeat after me. Hillary Clinton is the kindest, warmest, bravest, most wonderful human being I've ever known in my life. Well, hello, my friends. It's so good to speak to all of you, but especially to you, our young people, in every college and university in this wonderful country. You are our hope for a new America, a better America. As our big brother Barack promised, and as Hillary will complete, a fundamentally transformed America. Transformed into a new world order, illuminated by her wisdom and by her mercy. A world where, although all people are equal, some are more equal than others. And supreme among those who are more equal is our great leader, soon to be President Hillary Clinton. Blessed be her name. Hillary is now only just one day away from ascending to the supreme power of the presidency. Her 42-year quest for power is almost complete. Know that each and every one of us are essential cogs in her wheel of destiny. That shall not be denied to her. Now, we have just learned that FBI Director Comey was able to skim over 600,000 emails in just a couple of days and will still not recommend her prosecution. Never mind his furious underling FBI agents who believe he was corrupted and who are on the edge of a revolt against him. Do not worry, my little ones. For all those disloyal agents will all be replaced with loyal and obedient Hillary agents. Finally, cowardly Comey has caved. None can now resist Hillary's power. Give up, you Trump people. Give in. The game is almost over. Don't you see that Hillary's soon-to-be absolute control over your lives makes any effort against her useless? Her tentacles of power now reach into every state organ of the federal bureaucracy. In just one day, her power will become absolute, and any who resist her will be punished and made to bow down to her greatness. Hillary will not be denied. She will finally be allowed to fulfill her destiny. But my comrade brothers and sisters, there are still those who resist her ascension to power. So how can we change the minds of those who still oppose her, to make them bend to her supreme will? First, they will have to yield to her supreme authority over their lives. Her love will bless everyone. Our big brother Barack led the way with Obamacare, and Hillary has promised to magnify its power. It was not just about giving free health care to millions, legal or undocumented here, making the middle class pay for all of it. It was about two far more essential things. First, the mandate. The mandate. For the first time in American history, our big brother Barack was able to force every man, woman, and child to report to the IRS every year of their life. And they must report that they have obeyed Obama and bought the insurance that he requires of them, whether they like it or not. Obama's healthcare police can now ask every American for their insurance papers, and if they do not produce them, they will be fined. And if they continue to resist, they will be thrown into jail. How dare they disobey his dictates? They can run, but they cannot hide. We must thank those loyal and obedient justices on the Supreme Court who maintained proper party discipline and obeyed the instructions our big brother Obama gave onto them, ruling as a tax. Those stupid idiot Republicans never saw it coming. Second, and far more important, was our great Obama's consolidation of power over the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service, the ones who collect taxes from all of you, us. And to make them stop any conservative nonprofit organization who sought tax exemption status to spread truths and to challenge Obama's rule, and now Hillary's rule. Obamacare requires, and he has ordered, those 25,000 new IRS agents to probe and punish every disobedient American. Imagine that. 25,000 IRS agents. It's like having your own private army. Now, our great brother, big brother, Obama, installed as Attorney General of the Justice Department the great Eric Holder, and then the even greater Loretta Lynch, who can now point her fickle finger of accusation of race-ophobia, Islamophobia, executive decree-ophobia, whatever phobia is need to shame and to dare those who dare to challenge our great leader, Hillary Clinton, blessed be her name. And now our great Hillary has affirmed that she shall keep Attorney General Lynch as her lead attack dog in thwarting any challenge to her authority. Remember, it was our great General Lynch who was first able to stop cowardly Comey from seeking a grand jury to indict Hillary. And now, again, thanks to our great Attorney General Lynch, cowardly Comey has caved to Hillary's overwhelming demonstration of her ability to pull any string necessary to get what she needs. Hail to Hillary. We are just one day away from her ascension to power. Almost none can stop her now. But the Trump people remain a threat to Hillary's ascension. They and the last vestiges of patriotism will be excised like the foul tumor they are, and expurgated. This flag is no longer needed. In fact, it infects Hillary's grand vision of a one-world socialist utopia without borders and without opposition. Any opposition whatsoever. Those who would fight and die for such symbols of oppression as these are no longer wanted. And Captain America will not come to save them. Let us remove these vestiges of oppression. These law books they will no longer be necessary, because the law will be as Hillary decrees. She who must be obeyed without question. How do we persuade those who oppose Hillary still? We must tell them what makes Hillary great and Trump so repugnant. Mainly because Hillary knows how to promise. She has, over the past 42 years, bravely and consistently promised to and for each and every one of us. And she shall continue to do so. She loves us that much. It is not by her deeds or her lack of deeds that we should know her, but by her promises. Is it not the very act of promising a great deed in and of itself? She promises to do so much for us. So we should believe. We should praise and encourage Hillary to keep promising. Hillary, we're here for you. But we have to talk about some of her deeds. We'll have to ignore some others. First, this private email server in her national security scandal, which still lingers. Hillary asks you, who needs national security anyway? So what if 5 nations, have penetrated her private email server to look at her thousands of emails? Other countries only want to know one thing. How much does Hillary love them? She loves them from the deepest part of her heart. So, when you hear about all these WikiLeaks, you are to ignore them. These leaks of her secret emails are to remain secret. So what if Hillary's campaign paid homeless people to disrupt Trump rallies with violence? Great Hillary instructs us that sometimes to be corrupt is to be correct. But Hillary does command you, do not read the WikiLeaks emails. Do not, I repeat, do not read the WikiLeaks emails. Hillary commands only that you listen and obey her as she decrees by her forthcoming multitude of executive decisions. My comrades, boys and girls in college, you are young and impressionable. So please let Hillary impress you. Let her love embrace you. Let her gather you to her bosom. She shall let you suckle upon her data of governmental beneficence. She shall give you succor. Let her take your pain away. She shall take up the example of our big brother Barack and how he started with his executive actions. Hillary, like Barack, has the courage to bypass the people's house, the House of Representatives, currently controlled by those Republicans. She will have the courage to bypass also the Senate, currently controlled by those Republicans. They are no longer necessary. They will be passé. Hillary will rule by decree, as she must. After she ascends to power, Hillary will use the Department of Justice and the IRS, and now the FBI, that it has been cowed appropriately, and she shall use her phone and pen to impose her vision of a new, illuminated world order. She shall make the minor adjustments necessary to the Venezuelan plan. Tweak it just somewhat, that's all that's necessary, and she will impose it here by executive decree. As much as those freedom-loving Trump people may not want it, they will still get it. Hillary proposes, as part of her grand plan of sweeping reforms, to not only keep the loyal and obedient servant Loretta Lynch as Attorney General, but to change the name of the Department of Justice to the Department of Injustice, because anyone who attempts to find the truth and tell others about any of Great Hillary's corruption and lust for power must be squashed as an injustice to her glorious agenda. To those who will still vote for Trump when Hillary completes her ascension to power on this Tuesday, your time will come. First, our great Hillary will direct her obedient servant at the Department of Injustice, the great General Lynch, to seek out any Trump people who opposed her. And when they are identified using her ferrets at the NSA, they will be made to wear the letter J for jerk. This will be required so that all may see and know who is responsible and who is to blame for any future economic problems and for any opposition to her plans. They will be interrogated in an inquisition for her truth. Hillary must not be denied. Those who admit their mistakes in believing in truth, justice, and the American way will be forgiven after they have completed re-education camps and attending them for a considerable period of time, which our great University of California President Janet Napolitano will administer. The University of California President, the great Janet Napolitano, already continues the work of Barack and Hillary and makes great progress. Janet has instructed the leaders of the University of California system not to say a long list of microaggressions, such as America is the land of opportunity. There is only one race, the human race. And I believe I am the most qualified person and I should get the job. And even this horrid statement, everyone can succeed in this society if they work hard enough. Such free speech will not be tolerated. These are Trump beliefs and are to be scorned. You are all victims, and Hillary will heal you. Thank you, Janet Napolitano, president of the University of California System. Thank you for your good and continuing work. Hillary's strength is that she has the shrewd, cunning, crafty, and calculating mind of a true believer in the great socialist utopia of the future. Her vision of a new, illuminated world order will soon be realized with the continued help of her obedient servants in the media, in Hollywood, and in academia. Remember, Hillary rewards those who obey her. She commends their blind obedience to her commands. And at the top of the list are her friends in the media, who day in and day out struggle to keep you shielded from the ugly truth. They, more than anyone, know that truth is a tool for a fool. Hillary's friends in the media bravely fight to distract you from the truth of Hillary's corruption. Remember, to be corrupt is to be correct. And they divert you from those who seek to enlighten you of Hillary's venal quest for power to control us. You see, our media friends know that Hillary needs power over us to protect us. We are her sheep, and she is our shepherd. And to recognize and reward those in the media who fight so hard for her, she has created the Hero of Hillary Award. She thanks our brave and obedient comrades in the media. They are all heroes of Hillary. But I must single out some for particular obedience. CBS, do you remember how they interviewed Bill Clinton? And when he talked about Hillary collapsing, he said she collapsed frequently. And then he said, well, sometimes. CBS was brave enough to edit out that word frequently. Good for you, CBS. You are a hero of Hillary. Washington Post video. Do you remember when Hillary collapsed on 9/11? Jeffy Bezos had the courage, Jeffy Bezos of Amazon, had the courage to put on the Washington Post website a video which only showed her stumbling and cut off before anyone could see her collapsing. Jeffrey Bezos of Amazon, you are a Hillary hero. Bless you in her name. Don Lemon, one of many of our African-American loyalists at CNN. Thank you for dealing with those thousands of private emails showing Hillary's corruption in her venal quest for power. Keep the focus on race, Don. Keep the focus on race. Remember, yours is to continue to distract, divert, and then attack. Hillary continues to rely on you, Don, to keeping our black brothers and sisters on the plantation of her love. Thank you, Don. You are a hero of Hillary. She's so proud of you. Anderson Cooper at CNN. Andy, keep distracting our gay brothers and sisters from seeing how Hillary's continued support from Saudi Arabia, where they throw gays off buildings. Keep the public from knowing that the Saudi Arabian government paid her $10 million to the Clinton Foundation. Thank you, Andy. You are a hero of Hillary's. I must mention Rachel Maddow at MSNBC. Rachel, brave Rachel, continue the fight to keep the truth out of the light of media scrutiny. Continue to divert those who want to know about Hillary's corruption. By the way, Hillary loves your sanctimonious smirks. How you so deftly twist the truth to trap fools into believing Hillary. I'm so proud of you, Rachel. You are a true hero of Hillary. Keep up the good work. And I want to thank YouTube and Google for censoring or restricting videos that try to stop Hillary's agenda or who criticize her, particularly Prager University videos. YouTube and Google, you are true Hillary's heroes. Now, to our fellow atheists, when Trump had the temerity to say, God bless you, know that Hillary will never yield to saying those hideous words. So to those who believe in Hillary and not in some supreme architect, some creator, some God, we thank you. You too are heroes of Hillary. And how could Hillary overlook you, Wolfie Blitzer, at CNN? With your calm demeanor, projecting wisdom and knowledge, you so craftily divert those pro-Trump guests away from saying anything that might cause the audience to see that she is corrupt and power-hungry. You and Davy Axelrod and Vannie Jones, oh, how Hillary appreciates your loyalty. But it's not just what you show, it's what you don't show. Hillary remembers when you did not show those whistleblowers testifying about Benghazi, or when the Inspector General's report came down where Hillary refused to cooperate and refused to be questioned. You also bravely did not put it at the top of the hour. You buried it later on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, CNN, for being, as Comrade Lenin said, Poleznya duraки. Ты не знаете, что я скажу. Это правда, товарищи. Спасибо. When I think of Hillary's appreciation and love for every loyal and obedient member of the media, it brings tears to my eyes. Hillary will never forget you. You will be permitted to sit in the front row of every one of her press conferences and may even be permitted to ask her a question. Pre-approved, of course, by her Ministry of Information, which, of course, is what has been usually done with you. You know that. Thank you again. Why anyone should not vote for Hillary, I don't understand. Hillary loves us. That's all we need to know. She loves us. She loves us as a chicken farmer loves his chickens, as a cattle farmer loves his cows. But remember, when Hillary ascends to power this Tuesday, with your help, some chickens and some cows will have to be slaughtered to feed her new world order. As Hillary dictates, so she must be obeyed, because she loves us all. Now, Hillary's campaign, the Protectorate Division, has received a number of letters from concerned young men and women, and combinations thereof, at our finest universities. But Hillary's Protectorate section of her Information Commissariat informs me that some of these young people still believe in those antiquated and irrelevant traditional American values. So they asked me to help wash their minds clean, so that our great leader Hillary may fill them with her great and powerful wisdom. Here are a few letters. Little Susie writes from a Los Angeles university. My mommy and daddy say they will vote for Trump because he says everyone can succeed if they try hard enough, and he will fight corruption. No. Little Susie, no. Hillary tells us that we succeed only because people in power let you succeed. And when Hillary ascends to power, she will let all of you succeed, as she determines in her wisdom. As to Trump fighting Hillary's corruption, no. Being corrupt is being correct. Remember that. It is a necessary tool. Hillary's corruption is only an expression of her love for us. She must do what she must do to get power, so that she may love you and me, so that she may help you and me. Chantal from Nevada says, my mom and dad say our right to have firearms is guaranteed by the Bill of Rights, to defend our homes from intruders, burglars, and killers, and to be able to overthrow tyrants like we did in 1776. No, Chantal. The Bill of Rights are only suggestions, and they were suggestions by old white men. When Hillary ascends to power on Tuesday, she will remove firearms by her plan to make firearm manufacturers